To find f of negative 2 plus g of negative 2, all we have to do is find the value of f of x at negative 2. So here's f of x, our blue function. If we go to x equals negative 2, we can see that the y value there is also negative 2. So f of negative 2 is negative 2. And to find g of negative 2, all we have to do is go to x equals negative 2 and find the value of g of x, the red function there. Well, that's 1. So all we have is negative 2 plus 1. Negative 2 plus 1 is negative 1. To find f of 0 plus g of 0, we just need to find f of 0, the y value there, when x is 0 on f of x is 0, and add to that g of 0. Well, g of x's value at 0 is negative 3. So we'll do 0 plus negative 3. Remember that plus a negative is like a minus, so 0 minus 3 is negative 3. And lastly, to find f of negative 1, we just go to x equals negative 1 and find the value of f of x there, which is negative 1. And then we'll add g of negative 1. Well, that actually happens to be the same point. The y value there is also negative 1. So negative 1 plus negative 1, or the same thing would be negative 1 minus 1 is negative 2. So it should be pretty straightforward. All we have to do is find the points that we're looking for and then add them together. So here if I want f of 2 plus g of 2, I go to f of x, or I go to x equals 2, and the value of f of x is 2. And the value of g of x is also 2, since they intersect at that point. So this is just 2 plus 2, which is 4. If I want f of 0 plus g of 0, I just go to where f of x hits the y-axis when x is 0, that'd be negative 4. And the same for g of x. I look at it at its x value of 0. So I have negative 4 for f of 0, plus 3 for g of 0. Negative 4 plus 3 is negative 1. And to find f of 1 and g of 1, find f of 1, I'll just go to x equals 1 and look at my value of f of x there. That would be negative 1. And my value of g of x at 1, well, that's right up here. This point here was at 3. If I'm halfway between 2 and 3, that would be 2.5. So it looks like the value of g of x when x is 1 is 2.5. Negative 1 plus 2.5 is just 1.5. To find f of negative 1 on this graph, we just go to negative 1 and look at the value of f of x. And we can see, since that's where they intersect, the value of f of x and g of x are the same there. They're both equal to 3. Halfway between 2 and 4 would be 3. So f of negative 1 is 3, and g of negative 1 is 3. 3 plus 3 gives us 6. We can also do this with different x values. That's not a problem. All we have to do is find f of 2. So go to x equals 2 and see where f of x is. It's at a y value of 0 there, because it's touching the x-axis. Then to find g of negative 3, we just go over to negative 3 and see what the y value is there. The y value there is 2. So 0 plus 2 is 2. To find f of 1 plus g of 1, we'll just find the value of f of x at 1. That would be 1. And the value of g of x at 1, which is 4. So this will just be 1 plus 4, or 5. We'll do one small set more of these. F of 0 plus g of 0. Well, at our x value of 0, they both have a y value of 2, so this is just 2 plus 2, or 4. When we look at f of 3, our x value of 3 is right here, which corresponds with a y value of 0. And if we look at negative 2, our g of x function has a y value of negative 1. So this is just 0 plus negative 1, or negative 1. To find f of negative 3, we go all the way over here to negative 3 and look at f of x. Looks like it has a y value there of 4. And g of negative 4 will go all the way over to negative 4 and look at the y value of g of x at negative 4. It's also negative 4, so we have 4 plus negative 4, or 4 minus 4, which is 0.